Hello, Nina.
Hello, David.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
I'm really excited for this video because you opened my eyes to something really epic, I'll say, for lack of a better word, that we have a karmic debt to horses. Now, that sounds kind of lofty, but let me tell you why. So, Nina brought up that horses have gotten us around the world before cars, before boats, well, obviously before boats. Horses aren't on water yet. Yeah, what's the history?
Well, as we know, most of us know, we have been with these extremely generous, noble, loyal friends of ours, these equines, for, I don't know, for a long time. I think that they were here before we were here.
Well, yeah.
We know that Eohippus is from the Eocene period, and that was the first horse. Tiny little, not that tiny, like Great Dane-sized horse. And they've been here for a long time. They've done a lot of surviving. They've done a lot of changing to survive, and they are really a magnificent specimen for how long they've been here. We've been together with them for a long time, many, many lifetimes, And so when you think about where we might be if we didn't have them, we could be living in a very, very different world, a really different world. So we're here in California, and what brought us here? Yeah, a couple of oxen, yeah, and that took a really long time to go with the oxen. It was a lot faster with a horse.
They were the cars of history.
Yes, they got us all around town. They got us all the way across the country. They got us our mail. They got us the doctor in the middle of the night with his wagon. They brought the milkman. I mean, everything. They plowed the fields. They shuttled people back and forth to school and to religious services, and everything that we needed, they were there for us. And not just here, everywhere around the world. Everywhere around the world. The horse has been one of the most instrumental parts of our evolution. I mean, don't you agree?
Well, I totally agree, but I didn't think about that at all until you told me, and I was like, oh my God, we owe a huge debt of gratitude to these beautiful animals.
Huge!
I just think they're so beautiful and so spiritual and so sweet. That's why I like them. And then I go, wait, we wouldn't even be here. I mean, we would still be here, but
I'm not sure what it would look like.
It would be way different,
you know?
Yeah.
Even like our cars, what do we call, the...
Horsepower.
Horsepower.
Yeah.
I mean, everything even just comes back to, something that will make us go faster around to places. They were the inspiration probably for all of that, like for trains and planes and automobiles. It was inspired by the fact that, we don't have to just sit in one small spot.
Imagine that. Before a car, how would you move around? A bicycle, before a bicycle, this was as fast as you could go.
That was as fast as you could go, and it was pretty fast, like 50 miles an hour, it was pretty fast.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What that
I
meant?
think the, I'm not sure what the Guinness World Record is right now, but yeah.
Fast, pretty damn fast.
Yeah.
And then you also brought up wars.
Well, there's a whole other thing. Who else? What other animal? I mean, I know there's been very many other animals that have helped us in battle. I mean, from birds delivering messages
dogs,
to dogs. Oh yeah, dogs for sure. I mean, there have been so many different animals that we've used for battle, but this is the mainstay.
And on the front lines.
The horse is the mainstay, out on the front lines. I mean, from our earliest battles on.
Oh man, sacrificing their lives. We're sacrificing.
Absolutely. How many horses were left out on the battlefield? I mean, at probably more than humans. We probably lost more. Well, no, because we stopped using them, so now it was a different total. But in the very old days, just as many horses.
Oh, because every soldier had a horse.
Yeah. I can't watch a lot of those movies, but like War Horse, I think that movie goes into it. I mean, those are so hard for me to watch. I can't do it.
I don't like anything negative with them.
So, I mean, they were taking horses out of the fields to use as war horses because all of the war horses had been killed.
It was
so we sacrificed a lot of equine flesh to fighting, to battles, and to us gaining territory, or fighting about religion, or fighting about power, or fighting about territory, or all the different things that we fought about. That horse generously gave its life to us to carry us into those battles.
So I want to come back to the karmic debt So you feel, I know for you, it's not just your love for horses, it goes way deeper. When you think about giving back to them, giving them love, giving them care, like, yeah, what does that mean to you, or what would you like people?
Someone's got to do it. You know, we're all born with a different kind of a passion in our souls. Some people, I feel very sad for these ones, don't really know what it is or don't have it. But most of us do have something that we feel very strongly about. And I mean, literally from my earliest memories, I felt very strongly about them. And have only, and it's an onion skin with them, you know, peeling off one layer, then the next layer of how you feel about them. My daily service to them is something that I feel absolutely dutiful about. I feel absolutely dutiful that if I had no food, they would eat first, and then I would scrape something together. Well, it's true. They have a beautiful, solid roof on their barn, and I made my husband and I live with a roof leak for 10 years.
Yeah, she's not just saying, I mean, I didn't know, that's the first time I'm hearing that, but if you're watching and you think, oh, she's just trying to embellish it.
We lived with a roof leak that would flood the entire like hallway, but they're not.
The horses had no leaks.
There's no leak in that roof on the barn.
Yeah, you live it, you really live it.
Someone owes them a big debt, and I'm just one person. I believe that everyone in their own way can repay this debt, but I think, you know, karmically, we have to understand that, oh, it's modern times. People think like, I don't have anything to do with horses. I don't ride. I don't have anything to do with them. Well, you do, because you're here, and we were only here because of them. So we all do.
We got here way quicker. Yeah, they were part of the industrial evolution.
Yeah.
So many things, like you said, the doctor.
Everybody is here because of our relationship with them through history.
They've assisted our humanity as humans.
Yeah. And now, taking on a new role, because we don't have wars to fight with them, and they don't have to plow a field, I believe now we're starting to see the true magic, the healing energy that we may have always felt it, but not really recognized it. So
there's so much other stuff going on
in such a big way. Yeah, the healing energy, their psychic ability, their ability to. There's this thing where they can actually change our heart rate.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, there's all of these different therapeutic reasons to be around them and to have a relationship with them and to continue to keep them in our world with us. Although we don't have the old-fashioned needs for them, they maybe need us more now.
Especially because of the riding industrial.
How about this? How about maybe we're at a place now where we need each other, that we really need each other.
Yeah, well, again, if you missed some of the other videos, I talk about how my passion for horse therapy and the spirituality of horses led me here. So, yeah. Yeah,
maybe it's a time now where we need to recognize, you know, you have to think about, you know, riding is wonderful and fun. I mean, I'm the last person who will tell you that it's not. But on my riding hiatus that I've been on, just being around them actually is enough. It's really,
you get your fix.
It's enough for the healing part of it, the good feeling part of it, the therapeutic medicinal part of it. Just being around them and doing for them actually feels really good. I think people who are in a full care facility and are having, you know, grooms get the horse ready, and there's somebody who cleans the stalls, and there's somebody who trains the horse, they're missing such a big part. I'm not telling you you're a bad person because you have people to do all those things for you. You're certainly helping the economy, but you're missing so much.
The consistency and the connection, the staple.
You're missing the connection. The connection is everything. Riding is such a tiny little part of the feeling good. The connection, the deeper connection is really
like when I groom Maverick, or when I go run with him in the arena, I just feel like I'm giving something to him because I'm getting a lot from him. And by running around with him, he feels like, oh, I have a friend. I can go run around and play. And then I groom him, and he feels like, oh, this person's cleaning my skin and my hair.
Helping him groom places that he can't reach.
And I love that. I love getting the inside of their thighs and their back legs.
You know, a lot of us, you know, live a life where we think about what others can do for us and what we're going to take and what we're going to get. But we don't spend a lot of time thinking about what we're going to give. And I think that's another problem towards people start to feel very sad and empty and hollow because they're not giving enough. And giving, everything has like an equal. Like if you look around, you know, the world and you look around our planet, there's day, there's night. There's dark, there's light. There's good, there's bad. There's always this balance. And I think when your giving is out of balance with your taking, that's going to hurt you somewhere. And I think being around the stable, being around the horses, being around the barn is an excellent place to give and to get some of your giving in. And who better to give than this beautiful, noble species that has given so much to us, right? It's a win-win. Do I have to sell you any harder on this?
No, I love it. That's a good kind of full circle. Last thing I just want to add is I love when they start to itch areas, but they can't really itch it. They can just bite it and kind of rub it with their lips. And I just love going down there and petting them there.
Yes,
I could only,
you know you're giving them something that they cannot do.
and if I was them, I'd be like, dude, please, I can't scratch
like when
it.
you have an itch like right in the middle part of your back, that like the one
we
that
have
one
a
place
voice.
that
You can tell your husband.
Yes.
You can say,
yeah, honey, can you please scratch my back?
They can't. They can just show you what they're trying to do, and if you're watching them, you say, I got you, and they can't say, oh my God, thank you, that felt great, but I get what I need.
You know, and you know how much they appreciate it.
And then they'll come back and they'll show me, like Travi, he'll tell you, hey, over here, over there.
Once you open the conversation.
Yeah, once you open the conversation.
It's gonna flow freely.
So,
okay.
I love these horses, they're great.
I think another good talk.
Thank you, Nina.
Thank you, David.
We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. And yeah, till the next time.
Till the next one.